All right, I want to go back to the corner of Wall and Broad today, and a lot of you have been emailing throughout the show. Neil, we don't understand in the midst of all of this back and forth on Syria how stock prices could be up. I think it's worth exploring just a second why there is this weird symbiotic relationship between the tensions calming down, stocks go up, when tensions rise, stocks go down. That pretty much sums up that. And tensions ease today with talk that we might not strike because we've got a deal to stockpile those Syrian chemical weapons that now they admit to. That's pretty much that. In the meantime, chew on this. Americans are eating up food stamp benefits like never before. New numbers show that the number of households getting them at a record high. But as those numbers soar, so is the fraud, and taxpayers are paying for it all. Heath says we need to focus on all of this now. She's with the Independent Women's Forum. It is out of control, though, now, Hadley, to the point now that this many are getting some sort of food assistance. No one begrudges helping the poor, but it can't be 1 out of 5 Americans who qualify as poor.
That's right. Let me give you some numbers on this. The latest data from the Department of Agriculture indicates in the month of June we added 125,000 new enrollees to the food stamp program. That brings the total number of Americans in the non-institutional population to about 48 million enrollees in the food stamp program. That is, like you said, nearly 20% of the population.
Yet when anyone tries to rein that back, of course, they look heartless. They're starving people. So Republicans and even some modern Democrats have been trying to rein the growth of all of this program, food-related programs in. They don't want to touch it because they end up saying it boomerangs on them, and they don't want to look like they're callous.
Right, and no one, I don't believe, Democrat, Republican, or Independent, wants to see our fellow Americans face a material need like hunger or homelessness. Our hearts go out to people who are struggling to make ends meet. But we know that at 48 million enrollees, there are more people receiving food stamps than there are people who are truly incapable of caring for themselves, and that's the issue. So the reforms really that we've seen work before in anti-poverty programs are devolution to the states, give states more control over who's eligible.
Do something different. Do something different. Hadley, thank you.
Right.
All right, thanks. Good seeing you again. Meantime, Putin
good to see you.
Looking pretty, which is